And then we got him with Demonic Embrace. All right, 54. You know what I mean? We move up the rank so slowly. It's hello, good game. Welcome back, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to check out the channel, help support. Boom, thumbs up right below. Before we get into it, right? Pay your dues, brah. Okay, yeah, this is a video for you. We have an 85% win rate in Mythic with a mono black auras deck that absolutely annihilates any of the other aggro decks that you can't stand. Mono white can't compete. Mono red can't compete. Rogues can't compete. You guys, mono black auras stands above. There's a couple reasons why. We have a lot of removal here for those creatures, and the removal that we have is a form of recursion through Lurrus and the enchantment. So it's groovy. If you're unfamiliar with the deck, don't worry. We're going to break it down in depth, go through the cards, the strategies, the synergies, everything you need to know as a new player. Get that knowledge base, starting to accumulate, and through this and your own experiences, you'll be able to pilot the deck effectively and efficiently. And we will have the gameplay footage for you guys as well. This is going to give you a good idea whether or not the deck is right for you and your wild cards. And then, of course, we'll wrap up with my review of the deck when we close out. Thank you again for your time and attention. Check out the Linktree link to get in on our swag. We've got contests and giveaways going on for gems and cash, which is really cool. There's the Discord link for the community support and free tournaments, all that stuff going on. So check it out, and let's get into the video. Of course, Maya is in studio. As soon as I start talking about Magic, she's like, I think it's a good time to get on my cat wheel. Go for a rip. Just make sure everybody can hear me. No, I'm still around, right? Hey, Maya? Right? Yeah, all right. So mono black auras, 60 cards, best of one standard. We have a 1.9 average mana with 21 land to reflect, that light curve. We've got 14. That's a 4, not a 9. I'm going blind, you guys. Anyways, 14 non-creatures and 25 creatures. A pretty good balance, right? You do need more creatures than non-creatures typically, unless it's a control deck. And we are an aggro deck here. And, it's a mono black deck, 100%. The white's here for Lurrus, but that is not what we're concerned about. And of course, we should start with Lurrus. There's 3 copies of it. Maya says that she is Lurrus, and there's only 1 copy. LOL. It's a 3/2 with lifelink, and during each of your turns, you may cast 1 permanent spell with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard. Literally the entire deck, or 90% of the deck, is mana value 2 or less, and the things that we can recast from the graveyard has a high impact in the game. Moving on from Lurrus, we talk about Hateful Eidolon, a 1/2 with lifelink, and whenever an enchanted creature dies, draw a card for each aura you control that was attached to it. Right? Not only can we replay this from the grave with Lurrus if they remove it, but now we can start to act on some of the removal on our opponent. 4 copies of Dead Weight, enchanted creature gets -2/-2 for 1 mana. 4 copies of Mire's Grasp, enchanted creature gets -3/-3 for 2 mana. The Dead Weight's only 1 mana. I think I might have said that was 2 on accident, but 1 mana for the Dead Weight, 2 mana for Mire's Grasp. That's really, really good removal-wise. Again, these are enchantments, which means they can be replayed from the graveyard with Lurrus. We also have offensive enchantments. In Mogis' favor, enchanted creature gets +2/+1. We can replay it via escape from the grave by exiling 2 other cards from the grave. We also have 4 copies of our Demonic Embrace. Enchanted creature gets +3/+1, has flying, and is a demon in addition to its other types, and you can cast it from its grave as well by paying 3 life and discarding a card from our hand, which is really neat. So, the Embrace gets cast through the discard, everything else gets recast via Lurrus, which is quite nice. We do have the Bloodmage in the deck for 3 mana. This doesn't seem that important, but it actually makes the deck's consistency level quite high. It's a 2/1 with a nice ETB that you get to choose one. Either create a 1/1 black and green test creature token that when it dies you gain 1 life, or you get to draw a card and lose 1 life, or you get to exile target player's graveyard. So, the exiling of the graveyard is nice if they have recursion or escape, something like this. If you're short on cards, typically you're just drawing a card, losing 1 life, and if you're up against any form of aggro deck, then you can make the pass to block and gain life. We have 4 copies of Bloodsky Berserker as well, a 1/1, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put 2+1/+1 counters on the Berserker. It gains menace until the end of turn. With such a low CMC deck, we can easily be double casting on top of the Berserker, and that will, you know, grow in power and toughness every turn, and we'll be able to hit our opponent through the evasion that menace provides. Moving on, we've got 4 copies of the Archfiend Vestal, a 1/1 with lifelink. When it is cast from our grave, it will be exiled and then create a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying. Again, we put it in play. We can put the Demonic Embrace on it, get that life gain flying damage in. Our opponent removes it. We get to draw through the Eidolon. And then, of course, we can replay the Vessel with Lurrus for the 5/5 later. We've got 4 copies of Serrated Scorpion, a 1/2, and when it dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life. This is absolutely amazing, right? We love that. Strider Stone gifting subs in the Twitch. I'm trying to film a YouTube video, bro. Finally, we gotta let Mire rip. She's gonna celebrate. She is super happy, you know, whenever anyone helps support. We've got a couple copies of Rankle, Master of Pranks here, 3/3 with flying and haste. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, choose any number. Each player discards a card, each player loses 1 life and draws a card, and each player sacrifices a creature. You know, the sacrifice is great to kill your own Scorpion. Drawing of cards is always really good, and you can discard cards that you don't need, or cards that you'll replay from the grave with Lurrus as well, and then you're just forcing your opponent into a negative situation. We've got 20 lands, 1 Castle Locthwain, pay 4, tap it, draw a card, lose life equal to the number of cards in our hand, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's the deck. Again, I have to apologize for Maya. She is always just making a freaking racket. You know, the deck performs great. We've got an 85% win rate within Mythic, you know, tearing it up, beating up every deck that we come across for the most part. The Yorion decks are a little awkward because we don't have so much aggro. It's a lot of creature removal. But if you're on the play and you get a good line and they don't have, you know, that field wipe, they don't have the extinction event, they don't have the Shadow's Verdict, then you really can capitalize on that situation and maybe still get the win. So that's the deck. Again, thanks for supporting the channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to check out the Linktree link in the description below. You know, it's got the contest, the giveaways, the free entry tournaments, the Discord for the community. You can even buy some swag and, you know, support the channel through Patreon, this and that. Woo! Cheers, you guys. Enjoy the video. Don't forget to watch it to the end, because you know, I'm going to wrap up with my deck review and talk about things a little bit more in depth. So cheers, and we'll see you soon. All right, we're going to go first here. Rank 69. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. You know how hard I worked for that, you guys? You know how hard it is going to be to keep that rank my whole career? Yeah. Don't worry, we're in Mythic. All I have to do is win every game and I'll keep the same rank. Shots fired. Shots fired. Okay. Let's buff up, smack in, gain 3 life, deal 3 damage, and if they remove it, we draw a card. They can bounce it, which would suck, but... You know what also sucks? Playing a flash creature at sorcery speed. That sucks. For someone. We'll hit for another 3. Gain 3 more life. Alright. The Bloodmage can probably just draw us cards. Oh, bounce a Roni. Let's keep Lurrus for now. Right, because if we can draw another land, we play Lurrus and the Mire's Grasp. There's the land. Beautiful. I'm a little worried, you know, I don't like playing against a rogue deck ever. They don't have Lurrus as a companion, so it's like there's big boy rogues in that deck. I like that Borrower, you know, that's a 3-drop. That's just like so hot. Another sorcery speed. We punished them the first time for it. And we'll do it again. Taking the draw. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. Don't mind if I do. Alright, they're down to 13. We're at 26. We've got 3 blood mages in hand. You know, it's pretty OP. We sacrifice Eidolon, they sacrifice Rankle, we discard a land. Like, there's so many good options here for us. Like, I almost feel like Rankle's helping us. Okay, cool. Let's nuke Rankle. Berserker goes up. You just love to see it, right? Vessel in play. Because why not? We have a backup Lurrus in hand as well. This was one of the most annoying decks that I faced off against on my climb into Mythic, so I figured, hey, why not start there, right? Mono Black Auras is popping off right now. I don't know if I built it right. This is just how I envisioned it, you know. The base is there, you know, like the Lurrus and stuff, but I can't believe they're letting us sacrifice. Like, that's really good for us, isn't it? What else do you do? I know, right? Like, oh my gosh. I can't conceive losing this game. There it is. I guess we could have cast that first for the counter on it. A little bit of a misplay there on my end. We can go all in, actually. I've never beaten a rogue deck this easily. Honestly, not once in my entire life has it been this painful. Or painless. Not painful. For them, I imagine. Oh my gosh. We could have taken a double draw, but at a certain point, we just don't need it. That's lethal on board. Alright, see? We won a game. Got one rank. Don't lose one, though, or we'll go down like 100. Nice. So they go first, playing against Yorion, and, you know, our hand doesn't look bad, doesn't look great, though. Land can quite literally frig off Randy. Yeah, okay, so, I mean, Archfiend Vessel has life gain. Let's start gaining some life. Getting better. Let's hit him with the heater. First blood! You remember playing Unreal Tournament? Getting first blood? What an accomplishment. I used to play hours of Unreal Tournament as a kid. We might just get wiped. It's probably a very scary Doom deck. Oh, you jerk. Oh, you jerk. We hit for one. We lose our Berserker. We can't play it next turn. And hopefully we don't get exiled. Oh, I said it. I shouldn't have said it. Okay, so this is going to be a tough match to win. No creatures, so it's really hard to wild out on them with all the removal, right? Not every deck beats every other deck, kids. But we do have copies of Lurrus, which they're going to prioritize with their removal. They probably just have more wipes, though, you know what I mean? Which sucks. Single target that they can bounce next turn. Sag. So it's not really good to play this because I just take it next turn with Yorion again. So we're gonna hold it, I guess. They get a land. And they've not even taken a value bounce yet. With the double draw, Scry 2. Woo! Oh, and removal. And more land, right? There's a couple things Yorion does there. Okay, this is still a match somehow. Don't give up. Yeah! 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 That'll be enough to show them who they're messing with, you know what I mean? Oh my god. I'm gonna freak out. I am gonna freak out. Do you guys think I go to rank number 68? Or 69? Because I won one, I moved up one rank, I lose one, I should move back one rank. Right? That's how that works. So Yorion's not hitting for anything. That's alright, I guess. Maya's in studio, getting her laps in. Right? Alright, they're gonna gain life, draw a card, look at her hand, go to their sideboard. Someone is obsessed with value. Alright, we have to lose a dead weight. So I guess Yorion's hitting. Have I mentioned how few land we have in library? And yet I'm pulling one consistently, always. I actually dropped land in the deck because this was happening before too. You see this, you guys? 8 lands! It's a 1.9 average mana cost deck with only 21 lands in deck. We still have 44 cards in library. We've pulled over, well over a third. I thought that was going to be our 9th. And I mean, you know, what do we do here? Oh, because we'll just sacrifice it again. So, I'm going to, you know, bow out. A very merry, good game, my friend. And, you know, I'm not going to hold you up on your conquest to Mythic number 1. Good luck in your future matches, but this one is not for me. Do you see that? Lose 1 match. Lose 12 ranks. Cool. Win 1 rank. Lose 1, lose 12. It's not as bad as I thought it'd be, but still hurts, man. It still hurts. By golly, did we just re-rank that same individual? This is sometimes the pain of Mythic ranks, is there's nobody on but you. So I hope you're ready to get beat up, baby. Especially if someone has a deck that's bullying you, it's especially annoying. Like, we've got a hard time winning against this build. We'll do our best. But it's no mono-white aggro. And there's no Elite Spellbinder to stop that Extinction event or Shadow's Verdict. They just hit. And they hit hard. Let's pull removal. It's too tempting not to. Right? You gotta do it eventually. So the single target removal signifies to me that they don't have an extinction event. Lurrus eats removal this turn. We Lurrus Swamp Scorpion next. That's basically all we have, though. Now that is interesting. Get that vessel going, I guess, right? Bloodmage draws us a card. Can kill the Yorion this go around. Oh no, we can't. Because they take the grasp. But we could still have, you know, we have lures. We play grasp from the grave. Dead weight from the hand. But we lose our graveyard next turn. But. So we lose the 5/5. You jerk. You jerk! I mean, they're down to 8. They have to wipe us here. There has to be a wipe. Woo! No wipe. We still get it. Back to rank 69, baby! Yeah! Oh! I told you guys, this is going to be hard to maintain. But we can do it. With your help, anything is possible. Our opponent's cheating again, aka going first. Right? But don't worry though, you guys. I've got topdeck.exe running in the background, so we're gonna be just fine, right? Not a worry. Okay, you guys? Don't worry about it. It's all gonna be okay. Demonic Embrace is cool. You know, if we can strap that onto our Eidolon, that'll be fun. Eidolon. What happened? What in the world? Thank you. I appreciate that. Moving on. Going first, but we're getting cheated out of a good hand here. We will have to molly that. Oh wow, I hope they're playing creatures. And I pray that we can pull a sweet piece of removal off the top. Not removal, sorry, the Hateful Eidolon is what I want. And then them to be playing creatures. So, like, if they play, you know, Edgewall Innkeeper or something. Wow, we threw one of these to the bottom as well. That's insane. We honestly threw one to the bottom. Dead weight is, like, floating to the top here. Oof. You guys remember that draw that I wanted? Stop it! Oh, we're coming for you, bro. We are coming for you. Let's take that Drawskis. This is nice, and, you know, we're off to the races. Hopefully there's no removal, no Bone Crusher Giants. And, then we can progress along our journey. Speak at the devil. That's why you don't talk about him, right? He shows up. So this is like, what, an annoying Winota deck? I'm lucky with our build, or we're lucky here in this match, because the Indestructible from the Savior won't protect from the Dead Weight. It won't protect from the Mire's Grasp, right? So, you know, hopefully we can do some trickery here. We do have to pay 2. Or, you know, not pay 2, but just take 2. It's not like Ward. Ward, you have the option to kind of back out on it, I guess. And yeah, so if they give it Indestructible, the Indestructible won't work. Welcome to Mythic rank, ladies and gentlemen. It's a hard time. They'll learn though, right? And this is how we all get better at Magic. This is how I get better at Magic. You know how many times I've been stomped on to, like, learn my lesson the hard way? And, like, my comprehension's pretty low, so it does take me a couple stompings for that really to set in. But that's great. It's just, you know, they're here, they're having fun, they're learning, right? And now they know. Maybe they'll watch the video and they'll hear my, you know, breakdown of it. So the protection could save the Savior, right? So we just take it. This is the double cast for the Berserker. We hit for 9. Oh, woof. Alright, feeling pretty good if we top deck a 1-drop. Or no, we just have lethal. And you see how fun this deck is against creature-based decks? Like, my mono white deck was getting eaten alive by this mono black deck. And, you know, we're killing it. 80%, you know, up to number 58. Not quite as good as 69. But, you know, I'll take it. It's okay, right? So, yeah, cool deck. Alright, 3 land going first. Not that bad, right? Even going into Rankle is nice as a last case scenario. Boom! People just showing respect. Like, I can't fight this guy! That's hello good game! I don't know. I do not know. That was supposed to be our last match, but let's do one more. Alright, you guys, this is the same opponent from earlier. They were playing rogues, if we can remember. In all honesty, I had to use MTG Assistant to look in my opponents list under my stats opponents. Then I found them on the list. I pressed view. You know, here's their deck. If you guys are into that, just awareness doesn't hurt. You know, it's not illegal, but it certainly does help. We probably should have went Eidolon there. But we'll see, though. We'll see. So this might not be rogues anymore. That is probably not rogues anymore, bro. Alright. Bloodmage out. Next turn, folding our entire hand into the field as fast as we can. Okay, that does stuff. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. They just take it. They just take it. Oh, no. Let's take the draw. No, you can't take the Eidolon. Power's too high. They take the Bloodmage, though. How dare you? That's all that's there, hey? What a bummer, bro. I guess. I'm not playing Lurrus yet. You know. They get to see it, though. They know it's there. But it's not in play if they had removal. You know what I mean? I want them to remove other stuff. We play Lurrus, take the other stuff from the grave. Oh, that's not removal either in the way I need it to be. Good for them. Gain 6 life? They did. Wow. What a jerk. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on. I mean, we can pay 3 life for a draw. It's not the worst thing in the world. Down to 24 is still good. Very interesting. They're really gaining that life coin, too. Wow. Okay. Another Lurrus, so we can kind of play haphazardly with the first. That life gain helps us, of course, as well. Oh, we shouldn't attack with the Scorpion. My bad. Forgot about you, Ravens. I forgot about you. It's not a relevant card. Okay, so we get the draw. You know, Vessel goes to the grave. Okay, they lost the draw finally. And now we're all set up here, right? Vessel comes out from the grave. We take our removal / draw. Eidolon's still in play. We discard the lands. Lurrus goes up in the air for massive life gain. And the Scorpion doesn't attack. Right? It does nothing. All they get is free damage. This way we can still use it to defend. Baneslayer. Now that's a big booty. Now that's a big booty. Let's try to draw a card here. We could get more removal. No. And they are forced to block, which is pretty cool. They gain life, so actually, technically, they're not forced. No, they still are, yeah. Okay, Angel's gone. Oh no, protection from demons. Angel not gone. Okay. Now that is a unseen problem. I remember now. I remember. I don't have to look at it. I know. I'm sorry. Banishing Light on Lurrus. Okay. Okay. Angel doesn't have Vigilance, though. Veto is hot. The plot is thickening, ladies and gentlemen. We could use more removal. This is a demon, too. It has to go on the Scorpion because the first strike of the Angel. This freaking veto, man, if it gets us. Oh, because this changes it into a demon. I'm making misplays right and left. Oh my gosh, it's still a demon. And we didn't attack with both. We could have at least got, you know, 4 damage through. Oops, 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 oops. Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Right, we all have to learn. That 4/6 is beefy. They're gonna get us. Okay, we need removal on the Angel. Perfect. Perfect. Double draw. And we have Mire's Grasp times 1. It still cuts it down again, right? That's good for us. And then we just apply pressure. It does suck, but we can't just take it, right? We have to push through, especially after those itsy bitsy mistakes. You know, we all are still learning, right? And everybody got to see on the channel. You know, make sure that you remember, even though this line of text is not referred to ever, you know, it's a demon now. It's a demon. This is a demon. Baneslayer had protection from demons. Like, it's not relevant in my day-to-day, so it's not, like, super burned into the memory. But we know what's going on. This will be a double draw. Lifelink is irrelevant. That gets rid of the angelic reward, which gets rid of their devotion. And then we got them with demonic embrace. All right, 54. You know what I mean? We move up the rank so slowly. It's almost painful. And that's killing it. That's like with an amazing win rate. We're getting free wins, getting really lucky on that. And, you know, even getting lucky with the matches that we're struggling with. But the deck feels great. You know, it's performing very, very well. So check it out. Link in the description below. And, of course, now we'll break down the deck and you'll get my final review of it. Alrighty, so that was a nice string of games. You know, we got really lucky in a couple of those. I don't know what was happening to our opponents. Maybe they'll comment in the video. I do want to leave all those in for you guys, though, just so you see what is entailed as being, you know, a Mythic player, right? Not every game is the world's hardest game. Some of them are quite easy. And it's like that dodgeball movie, right? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. If you can dodge a car, you can dodge a ball, or whatever. But it's like, if you can win a game in Platinum, you can win a game in Mythic. If you can win a game in Diamond, you can win a game in Mythic. You know, they're the same matches being played for the most part, right? And, you know, we're all making mistakes. I misplay. They misplay. We all learn from it. And, you know, we continue to progress, which is great. So, you know, 85% win rate, 6 wins, 1 loss. You know, pretty groovy stuff. We did lose to the Yorion deck, but we rematched them immediately after, and we got the win. So 1 was on the draw, 1 was on the play. You can see how important it is to be on the play as an aggro deck against the control deck. All right, so, you know, nice little curve here, and, you know, definitely a surefire way to win some games in rank. As far as my deck review goes, you know, this is an amazing build that terrifies other aggro players. as I did my climb into Mythic with mono white. Check that video out as well if you haven't seen it. I was, absolutely annihilated by these mono black decks. The removal they have on the other creatures is, it's too much, and then of course they've got the life gain as well. And in best of one standard, the majority of the meta is some form of aggro decks, right? It's 4 different blends of aggro, and then you've got Yorion, right? That's what's happening. So I think this is a great deck right now to be playing to take advantage of the current meta. Again, thank you all for your time and attention. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. How can we improve the deck, this and that? I love reading your guys' feedback. It's amazing. And of course, have a magical day. We'll see you soon in the next.